Yo, what's going on? Let's do another achievement. Let's do the Crash of Titans. This is an achievement that I haven't done for myself. And then, I thought let's do a video on this, show you guys how to do it, and then finish it not only for me, but also help you guys out in completing this one. So the Crash of the Titans achievement is one where we need to remove the fortified property off of 3000 DDTs. And currently there is only one tower in the game that can do this. And that is this guy, the 005, or in this case the 025 Bloons TD mortar. Now in this video I'm gonna talk about the strategies, so which towers you guys should use, how to position them. We're gonna talk about the optimal strategy, which is melee stun and slow down towers, which we're gonna use on the DDTs, positioning of the mortar and targeting later on, and then some other towers that can help you guys out. So as you guys can see, I'm currently at round 112, and let me just show you my progress on the achievement. So we're currently at 22%. So I'm gonna let this play out up until around 200, and I'm gonna be right back. And in the meantime, I'm gonna talk about my strategy and a lot of things regarding this specific achievement. So the towers that you guys are seeing on screen are, I believe, the absolute minimum that you need to get to around 200. If you want to go further, of course, you're gonna need some more towers. But up until around 200 you should be fine with this. And I also have an ultra boost which is hidden right here, but basically it's these towers. It's the Vengeful True Sun God, and if you guys don't have the VTSG Monkey Knowledge unlocked, then you can go with the normal Sun God, but I guess you'll need a couple more towers, but that shouldn't be an issue because again we're going for the Crash of the Titans achievement, and we're also gonna fill up our sapper a little bit because we're going late game, but not that much because we're actually removing the fortified state. So to go back to the Crash of the Titans achievement, I'm having my mortar attack at the start of the track, and this is because DDTs are slow and they're kind of weak now. They're basically getting popped by these planes that are orbiting around the Vengeful True Sun God. But as they become more and more powerful, I'm going to move my mortar to attack right about here. So as you guys can see, this is the range of my Bloon Crush, and then I haven't upgraded the range of my VTSG, so it's about here, I guess. And so the goal here is to get the Bloon Crush to stun the DDTs at around this area, and later on I'm gonna target my mortar also in this area where they're going to be stunned by the Bloon Crush, and basically we are stopping them as soon as they appear, and we are removing the fortified state. Now something to note, and something that I'm actually going to do right now, and that is to buy an Icicle Impale. So you guys can also get an Icicle Impale, which is again an awesome tower at stopping these guys, stopping the DDTs. So I guess just have them on first because they're the fastest balloons, and the range is, as you guys can see, around this area, so it's kind of similar. And then later on we're going to move the mortar as well. And another tower that you guys can use, which I'm also going to buy now just to show you, and that is the Super Glue. So also the Super Glue is amazing versus stopping these Moab class balloons. And I just want to mention one more tower, and that is the Sniper. So the Sniper is not something that is related to the achievement that we're hunting, and that is the Crash of the Titans, but it's something that is going to hugely help versus the bad balloons. So the bad balloons are really ramping up their HP as we go further and further into the game. So get one, get a Cripple Moab, set him to strong, get it to 502, or you can even do 520 honestly because of the recent buffs, but I'm just gonna have mine on 502, and the goal is to basically make it easier for the VTSG to pop these bad balloons and basically every other balloon on screen that is not a bad balloon, just to speed things up and make it a little bit easier. So this, I believe, is also a very nice tower that you guys should have. So the towers that we have on screen can be divided into three different categories. The first one is, well, there's only one tower in this category, and that's basically the tower that is necessary to beat this, and that's the Bloons TD mortar, which if we don't have this one, obviously the achievement is impossible. So get this one. This is the absolute must-have tower. I have ultra boosted this guy, and he's attacking here at the intersection. The second category of towers are these stopping towers or stunning towers, which in this case I have 4, I guess. This guy is on strong, my sniper is on strong, so he's currently focusing the bad balloons, but also when there is a DDT and there is not a bad balloon on screen, he's also stunning him. I would recommend getting at least one of these other 3 towers, so between the bomb shooter, the ice monkey, and the goo gunner, I would recommend getting at least one of them, but if you guys want to, you can get all 3 of them. And basically what's happening here is that these guys are going to stop the DDTs, and they're gonna set them up so we can remove their fortified state with the mortar. Now the stronger they become, you're going to need to micro your mortar to target the correct spot at which they are getting stunned. As I mentioned earlier, I think the DDTs are kind of weak at the start, so you can have your mortar target the start of the track, but as they ramp up with their HP and their speed, you're gonna need to target it on the spot at which they're getting stunned. So that's the second category of towers, and then the third category of towers is basically only one tower, well actually two towers, which is the Alchemist, the Permabrew, which is buffing everything, and then the VTSG as our main and basically only popping power currently. Now if we're going just around 200, the VTSG is more than enough popping power. He is currently ultra boosted 10 times, and I have the Permabrew Alchemist on him, and that is all we need. So because we're going for this kind of lower spec device oriented build up on our towers, we don't actually need anything else. So if you guys have the VTSG monkey knowledge, that's all you guys are gonna need to reach round 200, which is by the way my goal in this video. You can of course go further than that, but I'm gonna stop until round 200 and then I'm gonna report back on the progress. So this is, I believe, the essential tower, and basically all you need is I guess 4 or 5 towers to reach round 200, which would be the Permabrew Alchemist, the Vengeful True Sun God, the Village, at least one of these guys, which are the stopping power. So I guess the Bloon Crush, so that's number 4, and then tower number 5 is the Mortar. And as we're nearing round 200, I have a question to answer, and that is, I guess some of you will inevitably ask why not do this on ABR, because this is being done currently on easy mode. So the answer why I'm not doing it on ABR is because it really doesn't matter that much. So the main difference between easy and ABR is that ABR has a little bit more fortified DDTs, but that's only in the normal round. So I think it has like 10 or 15 more fortified DDTs, and that's where the difference is being made, right? But the free play is random for both game modes, so there is actually no point in going to ABR because the free play is just random round. So whatever you get is completely random, and if you're playing on ABR, it has absolutely nothing to do with the amount or the type of the balloons that you guys are gonna be getting. So I don't think those 10 or 15 or even 20 DDTs, let's say, that you get on the normal rounds on ABR are worth it. You can just do this on easy mode, and I recommend that most of you guys actually do this on easy mode instead of ABR. And here it is, round 200, so I thought let's play this together, let's show you guys, and we can also see the insta monkey that I'm gonna get after this. So 2 fortified bats, there we go, the first one just evaporated using both of my abilities. As you can see, not a lot of abilities, only 2 actually, the ultra boost and the village ability, and that is gonna be it. So 032 glue gunner, and let's see how much progress we've made on the achievement. So we started at 22%, let's see how much we're at now. We are at 60%, so that is amazing progress for only 90 rounds. I started at round 112, so basically you guys can do this, I guess, 2 or 3 times depending on how far you go, and you should be done with the Crash to the Titans achievement. So that is it for this video. That was round 200. I'm gonna let this thing play out for a little while longer. I guess I'm gonna leave it and see how much is it gonna hold on for. But that's basically the Crash to the Titans achievement. Hope this video helped you guys out, and I hope this encouraged you to get the achievement, because you don't need a lot to get this one. This is, in comparison to, for example, the Sapper achievement, this one is actually a pretty easy one to get, and you get the 4th tier insta monkey, which is the Mortar, and that's always nice. So thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.